Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bowie State Sports Talk. I am your host, Jalen Sims, and we got a jam-packed episode today, man. From the looks of it, it's starting to rain outside. I done got my umbrella, so I'm going to take my sweet time in here for real till it start raining probably. But a jam-packed episode. We got three football players that's potentially going to make it to the NFL. They already got signed, but they didn't make the team yet. You got the softball team in the playoffs going against Virginia Union tomorrow at 1 p.m., and I'm going to be doing an award show for the softball team. And we got the after show. So stay tuned. But before we get started, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Stop being stingy. It's free to do. If you're watching this on Instagram Live, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and like the videos at Big Dog J. But let's get started now. Congratulations to Joshua Pryor. He signed a drafted free agent contract with the Washington Commanders. He gets to stay home as he is from Baltimore, Maryland, and of course went to Bowie State University. Good luck on officially making a team, and go show them why they should have drafted you, rather than some people that they did draft. Because that, yes, he signed the contract as, because he got to get past the mini camp, the training. Just because he signed the contract doesn't mean he made the team yet. So like I said, congratulations, but go ahead, officially make that team. Even if it's the practice squad, go make it and show them why they should have drafted you. But here's a random fun fact. He's reuniting with Tyree Reed, as Tyree Reed was the offensive coordinator for the Bowie State football team in 2019. And he is now the Commanders' offensive assistant. Like I said, it's a random fact. Joshua's on defense, Tyree's on offense, so they more than likely won't see each other all the time. But he gets to reunite with his old coach for once. That's when, I will turn into a mini Commanders fan and root for you, Joshua. But you didn't respond to my DM about coming on here for an interview. So you know what? I remain a Panthers fan. I wish you the best of luck. But you didn't come in here for an interview, so yeah. We got some more players from Bowie State that got signed. Quarterback Dion Gottlieb Jr. signed with the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted free agent like Joshua. I'll be a mini Ravens fans for you. Cause I honestly disrespected him. I always talked about Joshua and Raymond Boone potentially getting drafted. I forgot all about. Listen, dang, I forgot his name again. I forgot all about Dion. I always talked about Joshua and Raymond, but never Dion. So my apologies, Joshua. I am now a Ravens fan because of you. It's always Panthers first, but I am now a mini Ravens fan rooting for you. And like I said, even though you all got signed, you didn't make the official team yet. So you still gotta make the final. I think it's 53-man roster. Gotta get past training camp. So on these upcoming practices, y'all better be on demon time. Even if that means y'all only make the practice squad. Be on demon time. Show them why they should have drafted y'all. But also, Raymond Boone received an invite to the Washington Commanders rookie minicamp. I'm 100% sure that he's going to accept this invite and showcase his skills to the Commanders in the hope of signing a contract like his two partners from Bowie State. So like I said, Raymond didn't get a contract, but he got invited to the rookie minicamp, where he could potentially get a contract and potentially make the final roster cut or even the practice squad. So best of luck to the three of them. Whether y'all didn't get drafted, y'all still get to say y'all made it to the NFL, drafted or not, made it further than many people, including me. But now, on to what we all waiting for: softball. Let's start off with congratulating Aisha Alexander for winning CIAA Player of the Week last week. She was at bat 15 times and got 9 hits, 5 home runs, and 4 RBIs. Also, congrats to Lindsey George for winning CIAA Pitcher of the Week, as she threw 9 strikeouts versus Shaw in 7 innings. So, y'all hear me talking about her all the time. Y'all shouldn't be surprised. But congrats to the Bulldogs as they finished a legendary, record-breaking regular season. They went 31-12, they went 31-13, 16-2 at home, and 14-2 against conference. For those of you that didn't know this is their first time ever reaching 30 wins in a season in franchise history. That's why it's a record-breaking season for them. The Bulldogs' last game in the regular season was against Virginia Union. This game started from the bottom fifth inning because that it got canceled or postponed last time due to darkness. It was tied 8-8. The Bulldogs went on offense and scored 5 runs, and the Bulldogs pitcher held Virginia Union scoreless for the rest of the game. The Bulldogs won the game 13-8. Kayla Evans finished the game with 4 runs. Lindsey George finished the game with 3 runs and 2 RBIs. Jayla Hill didn't have a run, but she had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Wait, I just peeped that. I didn't have my mic on. I had mic number 2 on. Oopsie daisies. But anywho, now that the regular season is over, I kind of want to touch on how dominant the softball team has been this season. The Bulldogs had the best record in the Northern Division of the CIAA, the best record overall against conference and division. The Bulldogs have the most hits, the most home runs, the most RBIs in the CIAA. On the pitching side of the ball, they have the best ERA through the most strikeouts in the CIAA. But like I said, the regular season is over, which means it's playoff time. In the first round of the CIAA playoffs tomorrow, the Bulldogs play Virginia Union, the team they just beat in the final regular season game. Last time these two teams played in the playoffs was in 2017. The Bulldogs won 8-3. That game happens tomorrow at 1 p.m. on the Bowie State field, so be there and show out. Because I will be there, but I'm going to be late. You know, I'm black, so I'm always late, to be fair. But my class isn't over until 1:40, so the game starts at 1 p.m. Class is over till 1:40. So I'm going to be there like around 2:15, 2:10, and I'm going to show out while I'm there. But like I said a while ago, if I was to do an award show, I already know who my most improved player of the year is going to be. Well, I decided to do an award show because why not? I'm doing an award show for the softball team. Might as well. They deserve it. So with that being said, my personal MVP that matters the most is number 1, Jakaya. Because that, I always reach out to her, ask her questions. I come over here and read her answer. And she always responds. And number 2, the coach. Because she came here for an interview. So those are my 2 personal MVPs. And they matter the most. And the MVP of this season is number 15, Jayla Hill. Jayla Hill finished the season with the most home runs on the team, 7, most RBIs, 42, doubles, 8, and triples, 4 on this team. She also had the most multi-hit games. She had 7 games where she got 2 hits and 5 games where she got 3 hits. And I reached out to Jayla and asked her, even though I'm not the CIAA, so my awards don't matter, how does it feel to be named the MVP of this season? And she responded and said, it actually does mean a lot to me. It feels great coming from a school where I got little to no recognition from others. I'm very grateful. I put a lot of hard work this season, and it definitely showed. I'm not done yet. Thank you. I greatly appreciate her for responding. And when she said it meant a lot to her because she got no recognition at her other school, which is Frostburg, that made me smile. Because I don't know if she meant me specifically, but I'm going to take it as her saying, oh, you recognizing my greatness and talking about it on Bowie State Sports Talk means a lot to me. That's means a lot to her. So her saying that what I do means a lot to her also means a lot to me. If that makes sense. Like I said, I appreciate her for responding. And congrats on winning the MVP on Bowie State Sports Talk. Next, we have the C.Y. Young Award. The winner of the C.Y. Young Award is number 14, Lindsey George. She had a 10-5 win-loss record as a pitcher. Through her career high and most on the team, 93 strikeouts. And had 2 games where she threw 9 strikeouts. So, absolutely deserved 100%. I would have reached out to her too, but I reached out to her enough. I always say I don't want to seem annoying. But trust me, if I get a job or internship related to this field, I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna talk to everybody. I don't care. That's gonna change eventually. So right now I just don't want to really want to be annoying. But next, we have the Rookie of the Year. The Rookie of the Year is number 23, Trinity Mazzell. And Rookie of the Year was kind of weird Because if I was looking at the stats, looking at freshman stats, most of them showed 2022 stats, but like they was playing last year, they were still listed as a rookie. So I didn't count that. I only counted people who played the 2023 season and listed as a rookie. No 2022 playing. No, none of that. So between the two people that I saw, with only 2023 stats, Trinity won. As she finished the season with 19 runs and 23 hits. She also put out 32 people on the defensive side of the ball. Next, we got Outstanding Designated Hitter Award. That award goes to Jayla Hill, basically for the same reason she won MVP. 7 home runs. The person behind her had 6 home runs. She had 42 RBIs. The person behind her had 32 RBIs. She got 44 hits. The person behind her had 41 hits. As y'all can tell, she was, the best hitter on the team this season. So well deserved, and shout out to her once and again. And instead of doing Comeback Player of the Year, I'm doing Most Improved Player of the Year. And you all should kind of sort of already know who I'm picking. I said it multiple times on this show. But the Most Improved Player of the Year is Lindsey George. I already went over her improvements many times this season, so no need to say it again. And if you're an OG fan of this podcast, I'm missing a player. Jayla Hill, who I said will also get the Most Improved Player of the Award vote. The thing about her is that during my interview with the coach, if y'all haven't seen that, go watch that. Like my second to last video I posted. Shout out to the coach for coming on. He told me that she came from Frostburg University last year. So the stats that I was seeing, wasn't her full season stats, because it did not include her Frostburg stats. So I look at her 2022 stats, it was very low because it didn't combine her Frostburg stats with her Bowie State stats in 2022, right? So I went to Frostburg page and looked at her stats in 2022 and combined it with her stats at Bowie State in 2022, and it was pretty good. Now trust me, she improved some spots. She got more hits this season than last season combined and whatnot, but her stats and she didn't improve as much as Lindsey. But she still improved. And if I didn't mention your name today, don't take no harm. Cause let me start with this. But if I didn't mention your name for an award, don't take it to heart, because you still matter to the team. I'm pretty sure, right? If let's say that Miami Heat in 2014 got an award show for their team, Ray Allen would not have gotten a vote. He wouldn't have won MVP. He wouldn't have won Defensive Player of the Year. He wouldn't have won Most Improved Player. He wouldn't have won Most Improved Player of the Year. But look what he did in the finals. He made the most clutchest play ever to NBA history, possibly sports history. But he didn't. He wouldn't have won an award. So like I said, just because you didn't win an award, don't mean that you're not important. So don't take you not winning to heart. But that's it for today's episode of Bowie State Sports Talks. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. But also stay tuned for the after show if you want to. Y'all can see now I'm rocking my Panthers gear, because my Panthers, with the number 1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, drafted Bryce Young. And honestly, I have no thoughts and opinions on that, to be honest. I don't really watch college football enough to, give y'all my true opinion on Bryce Young, whether he was the right pick, whether he was the wrong pick. And honestly, no one does. Only time will tell whether Bryce Young should have went number 1. Only time will tell whether Victor should go number 1 in the NBA draft. But speaking of Victor, only time I knew who the right pick was for the number one draft was Zion Williamson, and Victor Wembanyama. Victor for the next year in the NBA draft. I'm a Clippers fan, and let's say Clippers had the number 1 pick for some reason. If they don't draft Victor, I'm gonna be pissed, because that's obviously the number 1 clear cut pick for next season. But like I said, for the Panthers, I don't really have no opinion on them drafting Bryce Young, because I don't watch college football enough, and from the outside looking in, as a casual fan, they don't seem to be a clear cut number 1 pick for the, you know what I mean? If I'm making sense. And I know there's more clear cut path number 1 picks in the history, like LeBron James in 2003. I was only 1 years old, so that's why I didn't say LeBron James. I don't remember any other clear cut from the top of my head. So only time will tell if Bryce Young was the right pick. That's why I'm not giving my opinion on it. Only time will tell. Like some people say Zion was the wrong pick. Some people say they would rather, draft John Morant over Zion, which is like, but 5 years later, no, like 3 years later after the rookie season. So, I don't want to hear say, oh yeah, we got Bryce Young. That's the right pick. That's when 3 years down the line, I say, dang, I wish we got CJ Stroud. That's why I'm going to sit back and not say nothing. It's so for the best this season. Our division is very weak right now. Tom Brady's gone. The Saints, I ain't worried about them. Falcons, I ain't worried about them. Bucks without Tom Brady, I ain't worried about them. Our division is open. I hope CJ Stroud carries us to the playoffs at least. Have the best record in our division at least. That's my goals for the season. Now, if we make it to the Super Bowl, I ain't going to be mad. But, the goals is the best record in the division in the playoffs. That's the goal. I got a 5-page essay to do, man, for my finance class on like how did COVID impact Black families. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do it. I just want to say forget it. Like I already started it. Like my professor, he making it so hard by asking us to address 6 questions. Like I wish he would have just said, do a 5-page essay on how COVID impacted Black families. Boom, that's it. Don't tell me to answer these 6 questions in the essay. That makes it harder. Pause. Like my first time here on the radio station, Dr. Thomas was asking me and like 2 other people beside me about how do social media impact the world or something like that, right? Like the pros and the cons of social media. I wish he would have just stopped there, but he asked another question amongst that question that made the question harder, if that makes sense. That's what I'm dealing with this essay. He asked us to answer questions amongst the question that's making original question harder. And I hate that. But I'm gonna still do the 5-page essay. As long as I get a C, I'm satisfied. The C's get degrees. The NBA playoffs, man. That boy is Steph Curry. I'm not going. It's like I was watching the game yesterday. I had the game up on my iPad, but I was playing 2K, dropping 50 points in the rec. So I didn't really see it, but I saw it at the same time. That makes sense. But 50 points in the game 7, first player in NBA history to ever do that, is crazy. Like that boy did not want to go home in the first round. But I'm ready for this Lakers and Warriors series. Don't ask me who I think is going to win, because I have no idea. I personally want the Lakers to win, because I'm a LeBron fan. And I'm sick of Curry fans saying, oh, Curry beat LeBron 3 times. 3 times to 1, 3 times to 1. Let's make that 3-2. Even though it's at the finals, but let's make that 3-2. And I think it's going to be pretty fair series, to be honest. Like, there's no Kevin Durant this time on the Warriors. So it's not going to be a 4-0 like it was in 2018 finals. I think it's going to be pretty fair. I think it's going to go to 7 games. Like I said, I don't know who the winner's going to be, but I think it's going to 7 games. Now, to the East, that man Joel Embiid, oh my God, he can just never, ever really stay healthy. Like, it's always something with him. Like, everybody talking about Zion and talking about Anthony Davis, talking about Kawhi, talking about Paul George. Not talking about Joel Embiid. I don't got no stats beside me or whatever, but I feel like he get hurt almost every playoffs. Whether it's due to sickness, which was like 2 years ago, or what he's dealing with this year, he's always getting hurt. Always. So with that being said, from what I know of, he's missing game 1 tonight. Unless James Harden turned the 2018 Houston Rockets James Harden, I got the Celtics winning easily. Like Tyrese Maxey, he's been doing his thing. James Harden, he's been like inconsistent. Like he got that fire hot game 1 in the first round from the 3-point line, and been kind of silent ever since then. So unless Joel Embiid come back, I honestly got Celtics in 4, potentially 5 with gentleman sweep. If James Harden turned to Houston Rockets James Harden, but other than that, Celtics winning that easily. That's when we got the Heat and the Knicks. I say he gonna win because he got more experience. That's when Jimmy Butler, man. I don't know what it is, but every NBA player to be like him. Okay, mid, not an all-star in the regular season. The playoff time, a demon, a god, a superstar, a GOAT, a top 1 player in the league. Like I said, I don't have no stats in front of me, but I'm pretty sure if you look at Jimmy's Jimmy regular season stats compared to playoff stats, his points per game probably go up by like 8-9 points. His rebounds probably go up. Assists probably go up. Even when he's scoring more, his field goal percentage probably goes up. Like, this man is crazy. But like I said, I got the heat. I don't think Jimmy Butler going to go home. Definitely Julius Randle dealing with injuries at the wrong time. He missed game 1. He's probably going to come back for game 2, I think. But regardless, Jimmy Butler not going home. Bam Adebayo, he got to step up. That boy is sorry. Like I swear he had that one block against Jason Tatum in the bubble, and that's all we heard from him. Tyler Hero, he's hurt, so I can talk about him. They got some more shooters on their team. I forgot the name, but their shooters really got to step up, man. Like, Jimmy can't be out here doing all the work. He's going to get tired. We saw this in the finals in 2020. He got tired and, like, folded. So y'all really should try to save Jimmy Butler energy for the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals or the 3rd round. Okay, if y'all make Jimmy use all his energy this round, Celtics gonna sweep in the 3rd round. Now we got the Suns and the Nuggets. I want the Nuggets to win because I'm rooting against Chris Paul because he didn't win the ring with the Clippers, and I'm rooting against KD because he keep on joining super teams, and I'm sick of it. I'm glad they won game 1, but let's not forget Clippers won game 1 of the 1st round last time, and Suns won the next 4 games. Now, are the Nuggets as injury prone as the Clippers? No, they are not. But do I think, the Suns are going to come out here and be sorry again in game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 if needed? No, I do not. So who do I think is going to win? I honestly can't tell. It's like, to me, the East, I can tell the winner. But for the West, I can't decide. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I want the Nuggets to win. Simply because that I'm rooting against Chris Paul and Kevin Durant. They're 2 great players. I'm not taking that away from them. But I'm sick of what they be doing. Chris Paul not running the ring in LA with the Clippers, and Kevin Durant joining the super team. So with that being said, I don't want neither of them to win. But I'm gonna make up a scenario. I'm gonna say the Nuggets gonna win in 6, Lakers gonna win in 7. That's when you're gonna have the Lakers and Nuggets in the 3rd round. I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to give myself a headache. I'm over here thinking too hard. Like I said, I don't got no stats in front of me. I just speak from the top of my mind. So I don't want to give myself a headache. Anything else I want to talk about today? I think that's about it for real. Yeah, I gotta find a way to free some space on my laptop so I can record on my laptop again. Fortunately, my IG Lab didn't crash and lag this stream, so it should be good. It should be looking good when going on YouTube. I mean, the quality is not gonna be there, but it's not gonna be lagging and missing parts. But best of luck to the BSU softball team. As like I said, they got game 1 tomorrow at the playoffs at 1 p.m. on the Bowie State softball field against Virginia Union. Be there and show out, because I'll be there, but I'll be there late. Other than that, have a great day. I've been your host, Chandler Sims, on Bowie State Sports Talks on the WBSU radio. I'm out.